Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rough Rider Hockey as we start off this evening's game with your Boulder Rough Riders in their black jerseys and the home team on the scoreboard from Texas, the Outlaws, are in their red jerseys. Thank you all for tuning in this evening. We're here to have a good time and a big game for your Rough Riders as they could move up in the standings significantly with the win. Looks like the starting line is going to be Tommy with Rosie and Simon. Puck drop won by the Outlaws. Swung and missed there. Rosie hustling down into the zone. Is able to pick it up. Rosie tries to send it around front. Doesn't make it there. Bounces all the way out to the point. Simon shows some pressure. Not able to get it off of this, or does get it off the stick. As now it's brought in the zone by the Outlaws. Picked up by Simon, sends it over to Tommy. Tommy cuts across as they try to hit him. Tommy walks it in. Tommy tries to send it to the front, goes off the skate. Picked up by the Outlaws, and they're back up and out of the zone and coming in with some speed. Knocked away by a good play by, Swell. And now into the zone to Tommy again. Tommy tries to shoot around a body, goes off body. Simon, shot there, goes off a body. Kept in the zone by Jack, and he flips it into the bench there of the Outlaws. Chase, Charlie, Junie out there with J-Mac and Ratter. Comes up out of the zone. Chase forces it back in. Kept in at the line. No, says it came out, and so we'll have another just outside of the zone face off here with face-off comes together. Charlie's walking it in. Charlie on the backhand. He shoots. He scores. Charlie over the shoulder makes it 1-0 with 12:55 to go in the first period. Charlie from Chase on the face-off makes it 1-0. Same line out there for your Riders. Face-off tied up. Now one back. Picked up by Ratter. Ratter sends it forward, and it goes off a skate. Now it comes back down into the zone. Battling for it in front of the net. Shot, save, rebound. Comes out to the dot. Shot, swung on and missed. J-Mac sends it forward, but not out of the zone. Back over to J-Mac. J-Mac with it. Nice cross-ice pass to Charlie. Charlie coming into the zone with some speed. Charlie across the front. Shot goes wide of the net there by Chase. Great pass. Now it comes all the way back out to the point. Ratter's able to keep it in. Ratter skates across. Tries to sit in front. Goes off the skate. And just tipped lightly out of the zone by the Outlaws. And now back into the zone by Ratter. Rattles around the board. Junie jumping onto the play there. He gets some help from Chase. Chase kicks it back behind the net. Wins the race using that big body. Still working for it. Near side to the slot, out to the point. Connor with it. Connor across. Connor checked up there. Comes up and out of the zone. And now off of the boards, trying to get it back to Connor. Back in, out and down, and that's going to go for an icing with 11:40. Isaac, the Mick, and Daniel out there. Comes across. The Mick's there to take it away, but it's knocked off his stick. Comes up and out of the zone. Good patience by Connors. He brings it in, sends it down in the corner. Rattles around the board to the far side. Isaac fighting for it there. Flip forward out to Connor. Connor hits it back down deep in the zone. Picked up by Daniel, he sends it out to the point. Connor battles forward at the point, gets some help from Isaac. Isaac sends it down. The Mick on it, goes off of his stick, and now the Outlaws are able to break it out of the zone. Here come the Outlaws. 2-on-2, cuts across, in front by himself. Shot, save, puck sitting out front, and it's kicked up and out there by number 97, Sammy, as it comes all the way down. Tries to send it across, stolen away by the Mick. The Mick with some speed, cuts across with a drop pass over to Jack. Jack, nice little sauce pass over to Daniel. Daniel was trying to dump it, but the Mick jumped in just a little bit early, offsides. Face off, one by Tommy, comes over to Jack, tapped onto Simon, just out of his reach, but he's able to show some pressure and battle forward at the center line. Pucks clapping together, sticks clap together as Tommy walks in with it. Tommy in front, sends a shot, goes off a body. Tommy tries to pick it up, centering pass, goes off his skate, now back behind the net to Tommy. Back out in front, shot, hit him right in the mask. That's a quick shot there by Daniel. Sorry, that's not Daniel. Goodness gracious. Luke, Rosie. Quick shot by Rosie, puts it right off the face mask. Puck comes up into the bench there of the Outlaws, so we will get a offensive zone face-off for your Rough Riders. Tommy takes the face-off, gets tied up, picked up by the Outlaws, but they send it just to the point. Long shot is wide. Near side is Simon. Simon sets it up, tries to get it to the corner to Tommy, goes off his skate, and now squirts out of the corner. Off the backside of the net, Tommy picks it up. Tries to cycle it around, gets it to the front to Simon. Simon shot, blocked by a body, and now the Outlaws are able to break it out of the zone. Jack challenged there. Gets some good help from his D partner, Swell, as it comes back the other way, and the Outlaws have it. D to D pass. Trying to get it back in the zone. Swell has it again. Tries to send it off of the boards. Whistle for offsides, it looks like. No, arms are up. Regardless of what our fans are yelling, it was just a simple offsides. Chase Charlie, Junie. Far side, face off by Chase, wins it back to J-Mac. J-Mac comes together with sticks, comes out to Chase. Chase tries to glove it up and out of the zone, finally trickles out, gets some help from Junie. Junie over to Chase. Now Charlie jumps into the scrum. Charlie over to Chase. Chase tries to split the D, not able to, and it comes back the other way. Near side here. Goes back down in the zone. J-Mac challenges. They tried to center it. Goes off of Chase. Chase not able to get it out. Blocks the shot as it tries to go to the front of the net. Now it trickles out in front. Shot! Sticks came together. Good job by Chase to hustle out of the corner. He's right now all over the ice. Now back in front. Knocked down by Chase again as it comes out to the point. Charlie tries to help out as it goes down into the corner. Now Chase back on it. Chase sends it forward up and out of the zone, forcing the Outlaws to touch up. Comes to the near side. Chase with a nice little hip check. Gets him off the puck. Over to Isaac. Isaac and J-Mac working for it. Outlaws pick it up. They're going to start carrying it in. Outlaws bring it in. Out to the point. Shot. Knocked away there by the Mick. The Mick from Isaac. Isaac back to the Mick. Mick bodied up there and now comes up and out of the zone, coming back the other way. Outlaws dump it in. Looking for Chase. Connor takes it away, gets it over to the Mick. The Mick sends it rink wide, goes off a body, staying at the pressure of it, trying to win it as it comes down into the corner. Now to the slot, back to the corner, across in front. They tried to crisscross it, and it goes wide of the net. Pitchfork around the boards over to Isaac. Isaac gets it forward, up and out of the zone, and we're going to get a power play as Isaac was hit in the back, and the Outlaws give the first power play to your Rough Riders here with 7:12 to go in the first period. First period goal scored by Charlie from a great assist/face-off win by Chase. You're going to have Tommy, Simon, and Rosie, who's not able to handle the puck at the blue line. Now it comes up and out of the zone. Jack moving it forward. Jack forces it forward, goes across over to Rosie. He tries to back pass it, gets it past our own defense. Now it comes into the zone. Great poke check away there by Connor. Connor over to Simon. 3-on-2 the other way. Simon walking it in. Back check gets there. Rosie in front. Tommy's just missed it as he tried to whack it out of midair. Back out to the front to Jack. Jack shot high, hit the crossbar, and goes up into the net. Face-off is going to come to the left of the goalie there. 1 minute, 19 seconds to go in the power play. 6:31 to go here in the first period. Face-off won by Tommy. Back over to Jack. Jack shoots it again. This time, blocker save. Good movement by the goalie, working from his left to his right. Makes a nice save there. Tommy wins the face-off again. Comes over to J-Mac. This time pops up into the net over the top of the bench. And we'll keep a offensive zone face-off. 1:10 remaining in the Riders power play. 6:22 to go in the period. Tommy wins it over to Simon. Simon tries to get back to Tommy. Tries to get it to Rosie. Stick back into the Outlaws bench. Tommy to take the face off again. Face off tied up. Now one back to J-Mac. J-Mac over to Simon. Simon, go. Great pass out to the point. Shot. Tipped. Save. Picked up by Tommy. Nice pass. Just off of the post. 2 posts there for this team so far, but now it's coming back the other way. Tip forward, up and out of the zone. And now all the way back down into the corner. Picked up by Swell. Swell behind the net. Stops, reverses. Drops it off to J-Mac. J-Mac over to the changing front line as now you have Chase, Charlie, and Junie out there. Working forward is Chase. Chase walking in front. Tries to pass it over to Junie and just out of his reach as it goes to the far side. Junie over to Chase. Bounce it puck. Came out to the point. Stick down into the corner by Swell. Looking for some help from Chase. Charlie. Charlie gets it over to Chase. To Junie. Junie looking to move it as he goes back behind the net. Picked up by Chase. Chase looking for Charlie. Back over to Junie, who lost his stick. Now he's working for it. Near side, and it's flipped forward and goes all the way down for icing, and I won't get you all dizzy, as that was a quick shot down the ice. Face-off won by the Outlaws. Comes to the near side. Up and out of the zone. Power plays over. Stolen away by Jack. Good read by him. Jack tries to get it around the defender. Does so as it goes to the slot. They reverse it around for us. As now Charlie's going to be the first one to the puck. Our goal scorer of the game, and as it rattles around the boards. Out to the front. Kept in by Ratter. Sent to Christ. Nice little stretch pass. Jack's going to race him to the puck. Rides him into the corner. Good play to get him off of the puck around the far side. Tip, give and go as it now comes back to Charlie. Charlie coming into the zone. Charlie with it. Charlie shot. Pad save. Charlie rebounds, shoots it, goes on the top of the net. Oh, and just stayed there. One more odd bounce, and that could have rode the back of him back into the face-off one back to Connor. That was the Mick with the face-off. Sent forward. That's going to come down for icing, and there it goes. Mom, call her. Shot goes over the top of the net. Here they come, 2-on-1. The Mick over to, tried to get it to Daniel, just not able to get it to him as it goes off his skate. Down to the far side, out to the point, now to the slot. Isaac working with it in the slot. Out to the point. Connor's not able to get it in. He's looking to move it. Sees that he's covered. Now goes cross ice over to Daniel. Daniel tries to tip it forward. Comes out of the check, and now they come the other way. Down into the zone. Stops at the dot. Broken up there. Connor behind the net. Connor working for it. It's got his stick partially tied up. Using his leverage. Gets it over to Isaac. Gets some help from the Mick. Now the Mick coming the other way. Mick does a crossover. Good body off there by the Outlaws to not take a penalty as we're skating backwards. And it's sticked around. Against the far side. Tip forward, down into the zone. Working for it, comes all the way across. Picked up by the Outlaws, sent forward. Swell goes for it, not able to pick it up, and now it's picked up by Tommy as he's in off the bench. Tommy shoots, saved there by the Outlaws. Face-off won by the Outlaws as they send it around to the near side. Now it's challenged there by Tommy and Simon. They reverse it. Now they send it up to the point. Swell picks it up, looking to move it as he comes cross ice over to J-Mac. J-Mac sends it cross ice over to Rosie. Rosie, one hand tips it forward. Stops, sets it up. Rosie cycles it around over to Simon. Simon's going to work for it. Simon back over to Tommy. Tommy tries to center it, goes off a body, ends up on the stick of Simon. Simon over to Swell. Swell one times it, misses it, but now it goes down into the corner, back behind the net, picked up by the Outlaws. Outlaws back check there by Simon, keeps it in briefly, then gets some help from Rosie and not able to keep it in the zone as it comes up and across. Down into the corner, picked up by J-Mac. J-Mac with a lot of space, sends it over to Simon, but an odd bounce off of the boards as it goes down into the corner. Tries to hit him. Swell gets out of the way of it. Comes into the near side. Tries to send it forward. Gets it over to Simon. Simon walking it in. 1-on-3. Simon long shot. Saved there. And with 55.7 seconds to go, score on your board is correct. 1-0. Charlie Chase, Junie, Ratter, and I can't see the number. Jack, good bodies together against the glass. Now it's found behind. Coming the other way, tips it across. Outlaws are bringing it into the zone. Centered, knocked off by B-Rad. Over to J-Mac. J-Mac over to Chase. Chase tips it forward up and out of the zone. Outlaws trying to touch up. They do so. Come back into the zone. Picked away from Chase to Charlie. Charlie sends it forward. 20 seconds to go in the period as it comes to the near side. Picked up by the Outlaws. They send it in. Lined up there is Jack. He gets hit. Gets some help from Junie. Sends it forward. 2-on-2 coming this way with 8 seconds. Charlie cuts across. Charlie, backhander, shot, save, rebound. Goes back behind the net and eye off of the glass, and that's going to be the end of the first period of play with the 1-0 lead from Charlie. Second period is going to see the Mick. Hold on a second. The Mick with Isaac and can't see that number on the other side. Face off won by the Mick. Sent down into the zone. Rattles down around in the corner. All the way to the other side as Rosie is trying to hold it in. Not able to, and it bounces all the way across. Back over to Connor. Connor, nice pass over to Rosie. Rosie sends it down. Or that's Daniel, sends it down. Isaac is knocked down, no call. Daniel working forward in the corner, gets some help from the Mick. Mick walking in, shot, blocker save. Ends up behind the net. Mick's first one to get there. Comes across the middle and taken away by the Outlaws as they now stretch it, and that's going to go for no icing, as they said they tipped it for whatever reason. All the way around. Sent in front. Picked up by the Mick. Kicks it to himself. Now over to Isaac. Isaac's bodied off. Goes off of his side. Now the Mick coming across down the ice with some speed. Mick sends it over to Daniel. Daniel just dumps it in. And jumping on the ice is going to be Simon and Tommy, along with Rosie. Outlaws have it. Getting pressured now. Gets Rosie to get it. Sends it into the zone. Simon showing pressure. Hard off of the boards. Bounces up off of J-Mac over to Isaac. Isaac brings it into the zone. Sends it over to, or not Isaac, over to Tommy. Tommy by himself. He's hooked. No call. Rosie, Tommy, Simon, Swell, and J-Mac are out there right now. Face off won by Tommy, and Rosie's not able to keep it in the zone. Now comes back the other day, and in offsides is the Outlaws. Face off won by the Outlaws. Tommy tries to pick his pocket. Now the Outlaws come the other way. Drop pass to the dot. Centering pass is broken up by J-Mac. Down around the corner. Off of the boards. Totally tripped up is Tommy. And now we'll get a power play for your Rough Riders as Tommy was literally lifted off his feet. And we come all the way back down to the other side. Tommy, T-Mac, and Chase. Chase to take the face off. Chase wins the face off, and it's just sent down for icing. And we'll get another offensive zone face off as Chase was just literally lifted off of his feet. Chase tied up, working for it. Kicked out over to the Outlaws. Near side, they flip it forward. It's going to come all the way down again and icing again. Face off, won by T-Mac. He's tripped, no call. Puck down into the corner. Rattles around, and frustration penalty on T-Mac as he takes him down into the boards. And we'll go 4-on-4. Do we really think we're going to get calls after what we did last game? Guys? Yeah, that's why he hasn't called anything. Except for that one, he called that one. In front, save. All right, 4-on-4 for 130. We're going to have a front line change as Tommy stays in. He's going to have Connor, Swell, and Rosie out there with him. Tommy wins the faceoff over to Connor. Connor sends it forward to Swell. He has it out of his reach. That's going to go all the way down for icing. And this game has turned into an icing fest now as both teams have done it to really slow the momentum of the game right here. 1:22 remaining in the 4-on-4. Tommy tied up, goes out to the point, shot, tip, goal. Four-on-4 still. Chase, Junie, and now we're going to have Sam out there with Connor. Connor gets back there first, drops it off to Junie. A lot of space for Junie. Skating with some speed, comes to the blue line, wins the center line. Now is hassled from behind, and he sends a dump in. All the way over to Chase. Chase out to the point to Connor. Goes off a body. It's going to come all the way back down the other way. No icing as it was off of Chase. Connor quickly drops it. Our forwards playing a little lackadaisical. We're not into the play, but now they jump back in it. And are able to get it out of the zone. Walking it in. Nice little back pick there by Charlie. Or Chase. Chase on the near side. Does a good job not to go into the body against the boards as it comes down into the corner. Trying to call for a penalty is Junie. Not getting the call. Now comes back the other way. Connor Sends it on over to Swell. I'm sorry, that's Sam. Sam tips it on to Junie. Junie's hit as he was trying to jump around it. Chase tries to do the rope-a-dope and is not able to get it on net. Score is 1-1 as now the Outlaws are on their half of the power play from the McMurray penalty. 1-1. Charlie and Simon with J-Mac and Swell. Face off one. Sends it down. Picked up by the Outlaws as he gloved it down. Sends it across. Comes all the way back through. Picked up by Swell. Swell is going to go back behind the net. Sends it to the near side. 5 seconds to go as it's to Simon. Simon looking to move it. Sends it across. Nice. Out of the air. Whacked down by the Outlaws as we're back to full strength. Out of the zone. Simon tips it back in, but Charlie was down in the play, and that's an offsides. Mick, Isaac, and Daniel. J-Mac and Swell. Mick wins the faceoff. Sends it down into the zone. Rattles around in the corner, and now the Outlaws are able to get to the slot. Stolen away by the Mick. Now hard off of the boards. Mick keeps it in for a brief second, and now regains control. Cuts across to the dot. Mick walking in. Shot, save, and no rebound as it's quickly covered up there by the Outlaws with 9:06 to go in the second period. Mick wins the faceoff, tied up on the near side with Isaac. Isaac working for it, gets over the Mick. Mick shot, save, rebound, sits on the corner there. Mick picks it back up, sends it out to the front to Swell. Swell in front, goes off a pair of skates there for the Outlaws as they come the other way. Isaac working from behind. Gets him to slow down just enough to get the offsides call. Tommy is out there with Simon and Rosie. Tommy works right around the defender, now down in the corner. Tommy spins off of the board, sends it over to the point to Connor. Connor shot in, tipped, rebound by Rosie. He one times it, goes off a body, ends up all the way out front. Long shot, tipped in front by, they're saying it wasn't tipped. It was, jack attack. Getting the goal there, making it 2-1. Faced off one by Tommy. Sent back over to the Jack Attack. Jack Attack sends it over to Tommy. Tommy to Rosie. Rosie with some time with it. Gets it back over to Tommy. Tommy gains the zone, trying to work it in deep. Skates through. Taken away from him there. Sent through all the way down the ice, and that'll go for icing with 8:02 to go in the second. They let another second run off, so we'll say 8:01. Tied up, face off. Tommy tries to get it back to the point. Whoop, you guys didn't see any of that. Now it comes over this way here. Outlaws with it. Bring it into the zone. Sent to the far side to Ratter. Ratter tries to backhand it. Doesn't get good wood on it. Tommy comes in, helps him out. Tries to backhand it across. Gets all the way over to Simon. Simon with the bouncing puck settles it down and brings it into the zone. Tries to toe drag it. Comes off of his stick. Jack works for it. Now Tommy. Back down into the corner. Now out to the point. Mid-ice and sent in by the Outlaws. All the way across. Ratter working for it. Centered. Taken away by Jack. Over to Simon. Simon bringing it in all by himself. Simon shot low, following it up. And Tommy once again hustling. Or no, I'm sorry, that was Rosie hustling. Gets the call and then steps on the puck and falls down. And they get the touch up. And now we'll have a power play for your Rough Riders. Mick, Chase, Charlie, Connor, and Sam O'Houlihan. 2 minutes for tripping. Power play for your Rough Riders. The Mick to take the face-off. One by the Mick, out to Connor. Connor back over to Mick. Mick to the slot. To Charlie. Charlie's working with it. Out to O'Houlihan. Over to the Mick. Mick, wrister shot. Saved there with the blocker. Wide rebound picked up by Connor. Great read by him as he walks it in. Shot goes wide of the net. Picked up by the Mick. Great cycle over. And Charlie was being hooked. He doesn't get a call as it comes to the near side. Connor not allowing him to gain any space. Working for it. Gets it over to Charlie. Charlie sends it down deep in the far corner where the Mick is going to be the first one there. Tips it on to Chase. Chase and Mick working together on the far boards. Coming through. Nice pass to Connor. Shot. Save there. And a great pass by Chase as he saw Connor sneaking in from the point. Connor makes a great shot and just hits the top of the pad as he tried to lift it going to that one knee. Mick going to the front. And the net came off, so we get a whistle. Yes, sir, Mr. Chris. Charlie with the first goal of the game. Jack attacked with the second one, making it 2-1. Same power play team out there. Out to the point now to J-Mac. J-Mac shot, tip, rebound. Chase just not able to get the good one on it as he was tied up. Great defensive play, not to take a penalty, but Chase stays with it, gets it out to J-Mac. J-Mac down in the corner to Chase. Chase back over to J-Mac. J-Mac to the point to the Mick. The Mick cross ice over to Connor, to Jack. And there's going to be a penalty as he goes high sticking into Jack. So we'll have 5-on-3 for 21 seconds. Rosie, Junie, and Isaac. Isaac comes across out to the point to J-Mac. Tipped in front by Junie, and he puts it in the back of the net. Quick goal there gives us additional time on the power play. 3-1. Same line. Oh, Tommy's out there now with Simon and Rosie as it rattles around over to Jake. Jake over to J-Mac. J-Mac with it. Sends it across. Nice pass over to Rosie. Rosie, nice size pass to Tommy. Tommy not able to handle it. Squeaks behind. Great pass. Just a weird hop on it as Tommy was not able to get it to his forehand, but loved the vision there from Rosie. Face off tied up by the Mick. Flip forward by the Outlaws. It's going to be a puck on edge, so easily picked up by Jack with 1:19 to go. Jack with some speed, moves around one. Jack still with some speed, gets around another one, drives behind the net, centering pass, goes off the body and then the post as it hit one of their own defenders. Rosie and Tommy working against a guy that probably weighs more than the two of them combined times two. But Tommy comes out with it. Tommy to Rosie, goes off a skate, and now comes up and out of the zone as Rosie had two guys on him. Picked up by Jack. Jack, cross-ice pass to Rosie. Rosie tip pass to J-Mac. J-Mac trying to bring it in and sends it down into the corner. J-Mac working for it. Gets it over to the Mick. The Mick out to the point to Jack. Jack already with one shot. Save. And tipped, I believe, by Rosie, but still great save there by the goalie with 30 seconds remaining in the power play for your Rough Riders. Face off one by Chase. Oh, that's Charlie. Shot through. Goes off of Rosie. Rosie finds it sitting underneath him. Turns around and sticks it in the back of the net. Another power play goal for your Rough Riders. Making it 4-1 here in the second period as two quick power play goals. Face-off tied up. Outlaws pick it up, coming into the zone, pressured by Simon. Simon gets it off of his stick, but they're able to force it back down in the corner. Comes out in the center. Ratter, shot, save, rebound. What a great spread there by CJ as now comes over to Charlie. Charlie sends it on over to Simon. Simon just moves it forward to get it out of the zone. Let us get reset as it's just out of the reach of Rosie. Rosie trying to back pick it. Now he does. Sends it cross ice, hits a body. Ends up at the blue line where Charlie is working hard for it. Sends it down into the corner. Rattles around the boards. Now back behind the net. Two big bodies tied up there. Now the Outlaws are looking to break it out. Good read by Simon. Simon tried to get it over to Rosie between the feet and it hit a skate. Definitely saw him there as he even looked at him for a brief second. Now we come back the other way. Coming into the zone is going to be the Outlaws. Outlaws around, swell against the post. Good post strength there by CJ as it goes to the far side. Out to the point, comes across, back behind the net. Good body played there by Ratter as now it's flipped forward, up and into the scoreboard. Scorer's table, I should say. Chase Junie Isaac now comes this way. His dad's yelling, hit him, hit him, hit him. 223s against each other. A little bit of a size difference. Connor with it, sends it forward on up here to Chase. Chase tries to tip it to Junie as it comes back the other way. Now the Outlaws go wide. Outlaws centering, shot. Great job by Connor to tie up the stick. Now back in front. Sammy working on him. Now gets the turnover, comes over to Chase. Chase trying to win the race. Kept in by Big 23. Shot is wide of the net. Goes to the other side. Isaac tips it up and out of the zone. And the Outlaws reverse it. Looking to turn back the other way. Two bodies collide together. Touch pass there. Again, out of Junie's reach. And they come into play. Into the zone, I mean. Picked up there by Connor. Connor working for it. Connor tied up behind the net. Does a good job to not get a hooking penalty there as it's now behind. Picked up by Chase. Chase sends it across over to Isaac out of his reach. Long shift for this group as he sends it across. Up and out of the zone. And Chase just broke his stick. And every parent in the state of Colorado just felt their heart drop for 250 right there. Picked up by Chase as he went and got a new twig off of the bench. Over to Jack. Jack working for it. Sends it to the point. picked up there by the Outlaws. Outlaws turn it over as he stepped on the stick. Rink wide over to Junie. Junie in with the Mick and in offsides. Here we are back in action. We only got 4 guys on the ice. Now we realize it. Jumping on is going to be Isaac. Mick with it. Mick avoids the check. Comes all the way down, in on goal. Stick into the corner. Isaac's the first one there. He's bodied off of the puck. Sent forward. Up and out of the zone comes the Outlaws as Jack falls down. Now we got 2-on-1 coming the other way against Ratter. Shot wide in the net. Now around. Sent forward to the Mick. A little too much as the second period comes to end with 3 goals from your Rough Riders, making it 4-1 here in the end of the second period.
I kept forgetting to give this to you.
Dude, I've been looking for that for ever.
Since the past playoff. We went to our house and every time I'm like, I gotta bring it. Keep forgetting. Then I forgot to bring it, give it to you when you were sitting on the couch. Then I forgot Tatum's bag. Get your bag to you. Oh, okay. Left the house, I'm like, oh my god, I forgot everything.
You're young, you shouldn't be forgetting, yeah?
You know. I get too excited and just went out of the house. Then I remember. They're all sleeping now. Boys were half asleep when I left. Now they're trying to test.
All right, we're going to have Ratter with Jack, Tommy, Rosie, and Connor to start the third period. Tommy to take the face-off. Ties it up, gets it in his stick. Now picked up by Simon, flips it forward to Rosie. Rosie sends it in. Reverse back around. Rosie stayed in position, kept the puck in the zone. Now sends it over to Tommy. Tommy trying to walk it in, short side. Not there. Over to Rosie. Nice little tip by Rosie. Kicks it forward to his stick. Reverse it back around to Tommy. Tommy tries to center. Goes off a skate. And now picked up by Simon. Simon with it. Sees his brother. Tries to get it to him. Goes over to Rosie instead. Rosie knocked off of the puck. And now we come the other way. Into the zone. Jack holds him up. Right in front all by himself. Not able to handle the pass as we come rattling around the other way. Rosie with it. Tripped clearly. Rosie gets back up and now touched up by the Outlaws. And we'll get a power play for your Rough Riders.